Hello and welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real with Najeh Wilkins. Happy Friday Eve to everybody. Should be a very fun weekend. Softball World Series is kicking off. We got NBA Finals tonight as well. A lot to look forward to. Today, what I have in store for you guys, going to be talking to Heritage linebackers and their brothers, Braxtyn and Bryson Davis. One is going to his junior season, one's going to his sophomore season. Both seen a lot of time for the Hawks last year, so I'm going to talk to them. Then the second segment, we'll get into Tell the Tape, breaking down Evan Haynes from Fellowship Christian and also Zion Miller, who will be a rising sophomore next year for the Grayson Rams. So get into both of their Tell the Tapes. Then I'll conclude with my top 10 headlines and the latest and greatest with my recruiting news, latest recruiting with Najeh Wilk. So a lot to talk about there. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome on Bryson and Braxton Davis. What's going on, guys?
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. First off, how's the off season been for you guys, and what have you guys enjoyed so far about spring and off season?
Yeah, so this whole spring, me and Braxton have been just work with our trainer at ATL football and just working on camp training, film fundamentals, working at the basics of linebacking. So to me, that's fun, but to others that might be a little punishment. But
And then what about for you, Braxton?
To add on to that, we train every Saturday and Sunday with our trainer at ATL football. Monday through Friday, we go to the gym and weight train. We do yoga 3 times a week, do plyometrics 3 times a week, along with core stability to make sure we're in the best shape possible to perform.
Got you. And then I want to ask this question first to Bryson. Man, you played as a true freshman, right? Racked up over 79 tackles. What did you enjoy most about your freshman year? And what was that experience being a true freshman but getting significant playing time?
it was an amazing experience. I got to create a lot of good relationships, a lot of coaches and players. As my time as a true freshman, I got to learn from a lot of upper grads. So it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot to learn from.
Definitely. And then for you, Braxton, right? Same thing. Sophomore, you had 81 tackles. You see the field really well. Looked at some of your film. Just what allows you to be able to see the field so well and kind of know and kind of get a beat on what the offense is doing?
That's a lot of reading my keys and using the technique I learned going into my 10th grade year, and just keying the guards, watching down blocks, watching pulls, and just being at the right place when I'm supposed to.
Definitely. And then what do you guys enjoy most about being a linebacker, right? What makes it kind of fun for you guys? What's the most enjoyable part? You both play it. Sometimes you'll get brothers, like one will play linebacker, one will play on the other side of the field. They'll play wide receiver or running back. But what do you guys love about the linebacker position?
You want to go or?
You can start. You go.
All right. So what I love most is the intensity that's brought in every. Also being the leader of the defense. I'm able to hold myself and the rest of the defense accountable.
And then for you, Braxton?
I love the I love the downhill physicality, setting blocks, making tackles, and also, the ability.
Of that, you talked about dropping in coverage. How important do you think, or is in your opinion, I'll start with Braxton first and then throw it to Bryson, to study film and, be able to have that translate onto the field when you guys play? How important is that?
I think it's super important. I think it's honestly more important than, doing the physical stuff going to practice because, you're preparing all week for this team to be able to go in and, what to expect, how they play, their play style, their key players, and, it's kind of like you know what they're doing before they really do it.
And then for you,
That's good.
Bryson?
In addition to him, I agree with everything he's saying. Film I think is a lifesaver. You're able to know what's happening before the play even starts. Give you a little beat on them.
One will play on the other side of the field. They'll play wide receiver or running back. But what do you guys love about the linebacker? Sorry about that. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. That was a blunder. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
Yeah, no, it went out. I apologize. Do that again. I had something play. That's my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was saying, I agree. I agree with Braxton on everything he said. I think film's a lifesaver. You're able to know what they're doing before they even start to play. So I think it's a little beat on them.
Got you. And then um, my next question for you guys, right? So, how do you guys enjoy playing for the Heritage Hawks? What's been your experience there? What's kind of your relationship with your linebacker coach, if you have one? If you don't have a linebacker coach, what's your relationship with your defensive coordinator? How has he been able to help you guys and improve your game and things like that?
Um, I would say he's most of our knowledge has come from our trainer, ATL football, and what to do and what to look for. And we watch film. We train on Saturdays and Sundays. On Sundays, we'll watch film on the team we're about to play prior to know what to expect and how to play uh, certain situations of what we might see.
Gotcha. And then for you, Bryson.
Yeah, I would say, like you said, most of our knowledge comes from our linebacker trainer before our DC and linebacker coach. I would say he was a leader. He got the whole defense pumped. He got everyone in shape. So it was a good experience.
Definitely. And then talk to me about, man, just I know you guys are both young. You're still figuring it out, still, deciding and continuing to improve. But just what's the best piece of advice you guys received so far, whether it was in youth football, coming up in middle school football, or even high school? What's some of the best advice you received as far as football?
Uh, I would say I would say to remain humble and keep working.
Okay.
And for me, I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that failure is the best teacher. I made a lot of mistakes this past season, early in the season, that helped me. I learned from those, and later in the season, I was able to fix them.
Gotcha.
And I would say it's dissecting what you did wrong. We do everything together. You know, everything in our plan of the day is together. And then as far as football, work out together, train together. We play the same position, and we're so close in age where we're able to hold each other to high standards and hold each other accountable for our actions. And you know, high school and me teaching him, it was kind of just me telling him to be patient, get used to it, settle in and, all fall into play for you.
Yeah, like you said, on and off the field, our daily lives are us being competitive. A lot of competition, holding yourself to a higher standard, like you said, being able to hold each other accountable. But also, for me, it was a lot of learning from Braxton because, he played high school ball first. So I got to learn a lot of new fundamentals, new plays, new ways to improve my game.
And then, what are some of your hobbies for you guys just off the field? What are some things you like to do just to take the edge off, kind of almost reset, before you go back on?
You cut out. Can you
I
say
would
that again?
say even out,
Oh, shit, my internet.
Can y'all hear me?
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say it's even outside of football, we love to work out, we love to lift weights, and also the nutrition. We love to eat. We have a strict diet of healthy carbs, fats, and proteins. So, definitely working out would be our main hobby.
Got you. Same thing for you, Bryson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So walk me through. Obviously, I didn't know you guys train with ATL football, but walk me through like just without revealing too much, but just what are some of the workouts you guys do? How do you able to kind of go to the next level, right? Let's say like you're maxing, for example. Let's say you're maxing out at 300, right? How do you get to that next level? That next off season where you want to, get higher and be able to lift more and be able to squat more. How do you improve things like that?
Consistency, I would say, is the main thing. Just be able to do it over and over and over until a point where you're able to improve from that.
To add on to that, along with the consistency, it's just the discipline to go and do it, and, the determination to, say, I want to up this weight, I want to be here, and just keep driving and push until you're there.
Got you. And then you guys recently were both offered by Central Michigan, which I thought was super cool. So just walk me through the recruiting process with the school, and how cool is it to see, like, obviously Braxton, you got the offer, and then seeing your brother be able to get it right after as well.
It was an amazing experience. We're very excited to receive the offer from Coach McNamara, the linebacker coach from Central Michigan. And I think it just shows the hard work that we put in, the dedication and time, and it's paying off now.
That'll be the end of our camp season.
Got you. And then, how important is it to you guys? Obviously, you have a strong bond on and off the field, but how important would you guys say it is to, ideally go to the same school on the next level and potentially even play together again?
That's always been a dream of ours, I would say, because we know how each other respond to certain things, adversity and things like that, as well as how we always grew up competing with each other and holding each other to the highest standard, and we always want.
Exactly. Totally agree with that. And then, speaking of the season, what are some individual goals that you would like to accomplish? And then what are some team goals you want to accomplish with Heritage this season?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like I would mostly get rid of Braxton. You know, since we're transferring out, we need to build stronger relationships and bonds with all the coaches and players at the school.
Definitely. Well, that's definitely an exciting move for you guys. I'm sure you can't wait to see new beginnings and things like that. Hopefully, guys will keep me in the loop of where you guys decide to go to. Couple more questions. I'll let you guys go. One, obviously, you have the camp. So walk me through. I haven't been to a lot of camps, probably as far as football, but just what are some things that you guys are usually seeing able to create those bonds and those relationships? Just what was the most enjoyable? Bryson, I'll start with you, and then let Braxton answer after. But what was just most enjoyable about last season?
For me, it was most definitely being able to create relationships, with new players, coming as a freshman, I didn't know nobody there except Braxton. So it was cool to go create relationships with the coaches and players there, as well as being a big factor of the defense.
And then for you, Braxton.
Yeah, and to add on to that, I would say it's, when we transferred in, it was an 0-22 football team, and we came in and we won our first game 72-0, and we finished the season 8-4, and we made the playoffs. So I'd say that was very exciting, and playing in front of a bigger crowd than I'm used to, and performing in front of them.
Guy. All right. So for the viewers that are watching, go give them a follow. I got their direct from their Twitter account, Braxton Davies, and then also Bryson Davies. So go give them a follow. But real quick, guys, just the trainer field. What's your relationship with your trainer, and how important has that been to just your growth from year to year, month to month, and things like that?
We have a very tight bond with our trainer. Just outside of football, we talk personally almost every day. He's like a mentor to us. We talk about school and just anything outside of that. And the training we did, the time we put into that, we do those day in, day out with him, just to work on our feet, getting them faster, being becoming more fluent in our movements.
And for you, Bryson?
Yeah, like Braxton said, our trainer is like a mentor to us. I would look at him as family. He trains us more than just outside of football. But as far as helping us, improve, it's a lot of benefits that come with it.
Gotcha. And last question. This is just throwing this out there for you guys. You guys let me know whether today or another day. I already have you guys' contact, especially on Twitter. But just how comfortable would you guys feel if I covered your recruiting? Just, commitment decisions, offers, visits. When you narrow down your top schools, obviously still early, still a ways to go. But I definitely think you guys are on the right trail. But how comfortable would each of you feel about that?
You go first.
I wouldn't mind, to be honest.
I got you. Just keep me in the loop, and then whenever you have news, and you want me to break it, I got you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Same for you, Braxton. You still want me to do the same thing for you, or?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I got you guys.